Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter. Episode 95, Yarn Chit Chat. Guys, about some yarny stuff, an upcoming project that I have to do, a couple of orders that came in from the craft show and or the festival, which is awesome. Give you an update on how the festival and the sweater went. So let's start with, before I left for the festival, as you know, I was working on Gwen's sweater. Now, normally I wanted this episode to be like a finished object or works in progress, but what you guys may not know is that I do have a cyst in my wrist, and if I work it too much, it kind of like expands and it's really painful and it's hard to do anything, and you know, hard to move or pick up anything. So I did overdo it a little bit when I was working on Gwen's sweater, which I'm not complaining about. So then when I went to the festival, I went to go pick up my cast iron pan that we were cooking dinner on. And I felt this shooting pain go all the way up my arm and all the way through my fingers. And I thought, oh no, I know what just happened. And it did end up swelling up, and I cannot use this hand whatsoever. I can't use this wrist. I can't grip anything. I can't do anything with it. Naturally, I'm right-handed, so I have not been able to pick up a crochet hook at all since that has happened. So I have nothing to show you guys. So the next update that I want to give you is Gwen's sweater. I did want to take a picture of her with it. She doesn't want to be on camera, which I don't blame her, and you know, I have to respect that. And the other bad news is that it is a little too small, and I thought that it would be. So she did wear it at the festival to keep herself warm, and it did serve that purpose. So I took it back, and I'm going to end up taking out both of the white panels in the front, attached with the collar. And I'm going to take the sparkly yarn, which was, and I still have it right here, the Red Heart with Love metallic. I'm still going to use 2 strands. I'm going to make more pillows with it, and then reattach 1 whole more layer, possibly 2 whole layers, and then just do a thinner border with the Nicole Stitch Studio Bella that I had also used on that. She also requested that the sleeves be a little longer, which I can do that, no problem. And then I noticed when she was wearing it, there was one patch on the back that I didn't quite sew up as tight as the rest of them. So I do have to bring it here. I did forget it at the house. I don't know why I forgot it. Oh, I know why, because I can't do anything. I did leave it at the house. It's sitting in a bag, all protected, all sealed up, because it is white and I don't want it to get dusty or anything. So I have that to work on. So then the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was a couple of orders that I got. A friend of mine saw the video from the craft show, and she reached out to me and apologized and told me that her 2 kids were really excited to go, but then one of them fell ill and that she didn't want to bring, you know, the kids out in it, which I don't blame her because it is really far away. She lives in Westchester. So she was texting me and she's like, well, Madeline, sorry, we don't call her Maddie anymore, Madeline. Has a request that she wanted to talk to you about if, you know, we went to the craft show. And I was like, sure. So she let me know that there's a request for little turtles, which I've made before. And I think I'm going to go a step further and find a little girl turtle bag to carry her little turtles in. And I'll probably make her like 3 or 4 little turtles of different sizes, maybe different colors. Then she has a son, too, by the name of Dylan. And I was like, well, listen, like, I can't make, you know, Madeline something and not Dylan. So a long time ago, I think maybe 2 Christmases ago, yeah, 2 Christmases ago, I made Dylan a Pokemon ball. one of the big ones, and I made it really fuzzy. So then he requested, you know, 3 different or 1 different out of the 3 kind, which I want to see what I can do, of some sort of Pokemon ball. Now, Jen did let me know his 3 favorites at the moment. So those projects, okay, so I have to pass Westchester. Okay, so let me rewind a little bit. In the middle of May, I always go away for the shore weekend with some of the gay pack in my family. So I go away with the girls, the women, really, they're not girls, for the week. So while I'm down there, I plan on finishing the turtles and finishing the Pokemon balls. And then on the way back, since Westchester's on my way home, I'm going to stop at their house and drop them off and hang out for a little bit. So that I all have to have done by, I think, like the 21st or the 23rd or something like that. Let's see what else. Oh, my mom got a hold of me and let me know that the slippers that she wears faithfully every day around the house, one of the heels did get caught on something and ripped a hole in it. So she requested 2 more pair of slippers, so I have those to do before I go up to Delaware. Oh, and you know what? You know what? I don't have to make them. I already have them made. And you know what? I already talked to her. I'm sorry, guys. So all I have to do is deliver them. I don't have to make them. I already have them made. She really liked the first ones they did, which was January, which was Stephanie Zed's How to Crochet a House Slipper. I do have 2 already made, so all I have to do is deliver them. So that is not a project. There was another project. Oh, festival. And this is going to take me a while. And one, I have to figure out how to alter. And maybe I'll just use a smaller hook. And instead of double crochets, I'll use half doubles. While we're at the festival, a very, very good friend of ours, Dee and Ashley, who are part of the festival family that we go and hang out with, they saw me, well, Ashley saw me wear my, and I don't have it up here because I wore it to the festival, my Grateful Dead Dancing Bear hoodie that I made for myself. I don't know if you guys remember, I featured it a little while ago, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make one a month, and then I realized that that might be too high of an expectation for my creativity level, or my creativity flow, I should say, not level. But she requested one for her son, Toby. And I was like, yeah, and that's the one I'm probably going to have to alter because he does kind of have a smaller head. But then I thought, well, you know what? They are so good to us and they are really, really good friends that I want to try to make her and D1, who is her husband. So I have then 3 Grateful Dead Dancing Bear hoodies to make. So guys, I'm going to be quite of a busy bird, and it kind of stinks right now because I could be, you know, fixing Gwen's sweater, or I could be, you know, starting one of those, or, you know, I could be starting the thing that I finished at the craft show, or finish the thing that I started at the craft show that I wanted to work on at the festival, but, you know, this whole wrist thing happened that I can't use. There's like so much stuff that I could be doing right now, and I can't do any of it. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to be held up with this, you know, thing for maybe at least 3 or 4 days by the time the cyst goes down and things go back to normal and everything starts cracking and creaking and gets realigned, and I start, you know, stretching it anymore because I use a stress ball. After it goes down, I still have to, like, I don't want to say reprogram, but, you know, redo some of the muscles because I don't use my hands. So therefore some of the muscles, you know, get a little limp and limber. So then I try to use a stress ball for like 20 minutes, like 5 times a day. So I have to do that. So I don't know how and when I'm going to get all this done, but I got a lot going on. Okay. So now let's talk about the festival. We had a blast. It was absolutely a blast. We got everything together. We were a little bit late arriving. We threw everything up. We did not have our steak dinner on Thursday night. We had enough time to literally set everything up, crack a beer, get the fire started. No, I lie, because we didn't even have time to go out for wood Thursday night. Yeah, we cracked a beer, got everything set up, made our beds, get everything, kitchen all set up. And I'll insert, I don't want to insert a lot of pictures because of my friend's privacy. I do want to keep that confidential like they asked, which I'm fine with. So there's only 2 pictures that well, maybe 3 pictures that I'm going to insert. Maybe I'll just put a smiley face over her face on one of them because I really, really like this one picture. So it's just going to be one side of our tent set up, the other side of our tent set up. We do end up renting a U-Haul. Our camping stuff alone, in order to survive out there for 4 days, would take up both cars. Now, it's an hour away. My car is not that great on gas. It's got issues right now. Matt's car is great on gas, but it's a little smaller. Then we found out that Chris and Gwen were going. Their car's not doing all that well right now, so they didn't want to take their car. And last time we went to the festival, we agreed, again, me and Matt were just like, you know what, like, taking 2 cars and the gas and the hassle and the parking, and then you have to pay for 2 cars when you get to the park, and, you know, it's just too much. So we just rented a van last time. And we rented a van this time, and it worked out great. And we will probably continue to rent a van every time we go to a festival until we figure out our van situation that we want for the future, which probably will not be anywhere near this season. And we only have 1 more festival planned so far this season. Actually 2, I lie. I want to go to Grateful Get Down by Bear's Picnic. And I want to go to Meeting of the Minds. I was asked to volunteer at another festival for security, but I'm going to have to see if Cole has a baseball tournament or baseball game that weekend. So, and that one is called Treestival. So, where was I? Oh yeah, renting the van. So one side, the picture was one side of our setup, and then the other side of the picture, or the other second picture, is the other side of our setup. It really came together well. It protected us from the wind. It was very, very windy on Thursday night. At some points I thought stuff was going to blow away, and other people's stuff did blow away. It's kind of crazy. At the end of the festival on Sunday, when we were just driving around the grounds before we left, there were mangled canopies and tents lined up all in front of the 2 container size dumpsters. It was kind of crazy looking. It looked like, I don't know, just mangled metal everywhere. All of our stuff held up great. We had awesome meals. One night we had steak, creamed corn with hot chilies and applewood bacon in it. And what else did we have that night? Oh, potatoes, garlic parsley potatoes with sour cream on top, which was delicious. And the second night we had, oh my gosh, stuffed salmon with a seafood stuffing. Holy crap. It was so good. And then we marinated that with like a garlic butter. What did we have with that night? What did we have that night? I think we might have the cream corn that night, actually. I think we had the baked beans with the steak. Yeah, I think we had the baked beans with the brisket with the steak. And then the salmon night, we had the cream corn. And I forget what our side was. I think that's the only one I managed to get a picture of. So I'll insert that here of what that dinner looked like. That's the only one, because then my phone died. And then Saturday night, what do we do Saturday night for dinner? No, Friday night was steak, Saturday night. Then we left Sunday. Yeah, we only cooked 2 dinners. Then I feel like we did breakfast every morning. We did breakfast sandwiches. We fried up a whole crap ton of onions and mushrooms. And we added that to everything. Like, we just had a great time. The band was awesome. Gwen and Chris enjoyed themselves very much. They cannot wait to go to the next one. They already said they are coming. I think we might have created a monster with them and joining us in music festivals, which I don't have a problem with. I had a blast with them. They're awesome company. Let's see what else. Oh, there was fire performers. Those were amazing. We got to see a lot of old friends that we haven't seen since last season. We met a bunch of new friends. There were people that were having a wedding reception at the festival, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, I got no crocheting done. Gwen brought a project as well, and she got no crocheting done. We had that much of a good time. Not that I, again, could have anyway because of this. Let's see what else. I guess the only thing I have left, guys, really is, well, 2 things. I want to go over with you the work in progress that I have, which I started at the craft show, which I wanted to finish at the festival, and I didn't. And I picked a pattern that I know all too well and you guys have seen, and I know that, you know, it might be getting boring, but again, it's something I don't have to think about. It's something I didn't have to think about starting. It's something I thought that I could, you know, bologna and cheese around the fire during the day with a beer in my hand and work on, which, you know, I, again, didn't get to do. But it's just a scarf, and the yarn that I'm using is Lion Brand Yarns Ferris Wheel. Let's see, 3 ounces, 85 grams, 270 yards, or 247 meters. Machine washable and dryable, 100% acrylic. It is considered a medium number 4. The needle size they recommend is a 7 or a 4.5 millimeter. Hook size is an H or a 5 millimeter. It is made in India, and this color, which I am loving, is Vintage Carousel. So here it is in person. I'm doing a classic V-stitch. Nothing special, but still very cute, very colorful, awesome sauce stuff. Yeah, again, I thought I would get this done. And then with me also to the festival, I bought a bunch of cotton and the book with me from that 2-hour crochet that I wanted to do more of those. But again, I'm not mad I didn't get any crocheting done. That just means I had a good time, even though I did injure myself. Okay, so then the other thing, then the last thing I want to go over is I have May's slippers coming up. Now, I already picked out the pattern, and I already picked out the yarn. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm using, even though this recommends an H hook for the Ferris wheel, I'm using a 5 millimeter, which I believe... Never mind. 5 millimeter is an H hook. I don't know why I thought I was using a J. I think my other J hook from another brand might be this color. So yeah, I'm using an H hook. What do I know? Really thought it was a J. Oh, and this is one of the hooks, actually. And that's why I don't recognize the color that Miss Anonymous sent me in my Happy Mail. So, Miss Anonymous, I'm using your present and thinking about you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, back to slippers. So, I did pick out the pattern. I chose for this month Siren's Crochet, which I also did her pattern for another pair of slippers for February. But this one is called, don't mind me, I'm reading it off the whiteboard behind my ring light here that I haven't figured out how to work yet because I don't have another outlet. It's called How to Crochet Easy Slippers. Now she says that you can use a number 4. So I went through my scrappy scraps and I figured out what I might be able to use. So I have this left over from Matt's blanket, and I know that this one's left over from Matt's blanket. So I figured I would do the sole of the slippers with this. And I do not remember. Actually, I think it's just called White and Green Multi. And it is by It's Not Enough, Craft Smart, which is Michael's brand of yarn. Yes. And then the border, which I thought matched pretty nice. And this is another scrappy ball. I was going to use the Man-Made Modern, which is a worsted yarn. And this one's just called Royal. And she did say the hook size, but I don't remember what it is. And I want to watch the pattern from beginning to end before I jump in, so I know what I'm doing. But this is my next color coordinating slipper. And again, it's going to be Siren's Crochet, How to Crochet Easy Slippers. And that will be my slippers for May. So guys, I don't know when I'm going to do another video because I'm not sure when this hand or this wrist is going to heal. And I don't want to push it because then it's just going to prolong its, you know, going down of the cyst and its healing. So I don't know when I will see you, but until I do, be safe and stay groovy, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.